Hey guys, East Zeke here, back with another video. Sorry for the delay. I've been pretty busy lately. Got a new job. Just life's been getting in the way, but I'm back with a new video on a compound that's been requested a few times, halodrol. And another thing I'd like to speak about in this video is about pre-made stacks, and I'll give my opinion on them and go into a little bit about those. But first, let's get into halodrol. Now, halodrol is a dry compound. What it is, it's actually made up of two superdrol molecules, but that doesn't make it like superdrol. That's just its chemical makeup. Now, halodrol is a pretty good lean, dry lean compound. You're not going to get too much size from it, but definitely a good compound to take if you're in a calorie deficit, trying to cut up, trying to maintain some of that muscle mass during a cut, and also improve your conditioning, as far as the way the muscle looks. It's a fairly inexpensive compound. It is methylated though, so it is a little harsher on your liver than a non-methylated compound, so you should definitely have some sort of cycle assist with a liver care in it. Another thing with the hepatotoxicity of the compound, you won't want to be drinking any alcohol while on the cycle. Cycle ranges shouldn't be any longer ever than 8 weeks because of the toxicity, but a 4 to 6 week cycle would be kind of my recommended length of time. Because also too, once you reach a certain point where it becomes less effective or even ineffective at a certain time period. So if it becomes ineffective after 6 weeks, what's the point of putting it in your body for another 2 weeks if you're not going to get any added benefits from it, and just increase the side effects. Now, it doesn't aromatase, so you don't have to worry about excess estrogen, but still it will shut down your testosterone production in effective amounts. Now, in very low doses of halodrol, it can actually slightly increase your testosterone levels, but you're not going to be taking a halodrol cycle to increase your testosterone. You're going to be taking the correct dose of halodrol to get the benefits from the compound. So by doing that, you will shut down your testosterone production, so that will in turn cause an estrogen imbalance. So you will still need an AI while on the halodrol cycle, even though it doesn't convert to estrogen. Now, I know a lot of people think, oh, it doesn't convert to estrogen, I don't need to worry about that. Doesn't matter if it converts or not, guys. You still need an AI because you will be in a hormonal imbalance in your body, which will still cause the acne, and all the other negative side effects that you can get, And the next thing I wanted to talk about, I think I covered everything about halodrol. Like I said, it's pretty inexpensive. There's, the most effective dose for that compound. Usually you'll see it sold 25 milligram capsules, or there's a couple products coming out now at 50 milligram capsules. Now, anywhere between 50 and 100 milligrams, I'd say absolutely no more, and not any less than 50 milligrams. But usually a sweet spot for most people is around 75 milligrams. So that's it with the halodrol. If you guys have any questions, maybe something I didn't cover that you want to ask me, leave it in the comment section below. Now moving on to pre-built stacks. My honest opinion on them, 99% of them aren't worth the money because they're not dosed correctly. They don't have the proper compounds mixed together. A lot of times I'll see products and I'll think to myself, what were they thinking putting this compound with that compound? You know what I mean? So you gotta be real careful with those. And two, a lot of times you'll be spending more money on a product that has multiple compounds, especially if the compound's cheap. Like halodrol, like I said, it's a pretty cheap compound, and then let's say Epistane. Epistane's a pretty inexpensive compound. If you bought them separately and you were able to get the dose that you wanted, you're probably going to end up spending just as much or maybe even a little bit less than if you did on a pre-made stack. Now, there are a couple companies that do dose their pre-made stacks fairly well. I'll mention Warrior Labs. Not all of their products, but some of their stacks are accurately dosed, or you can run 6-week cycles using a little higher, like an extra capsule or two a day on some of their stacks. And then also Excel Sports Nutrition has a few pre-made stacks that, in my opinion, believe to be fairly even highly dosed. So those two companies are really the only people I'm seeing right now that are getting their doses anywhere near what they should be. So as far as every other company, I get a lot of questions of people asking me, "Oh, what do you think about this product?" And it's something I've never heard of before. Most of the time I can guess what's in it by the name. If the product's called Halo 25 or something, I'm gonna, pretty safe to assume that it's got 25 milligrams of halodrol in it. But I'll get questions about products rather than compounds. And most of the time these people would have already bought in the product before they ask me. So my suggestion to you guys is wait. If you have questions, that means you're not ready to take a cycle. If you have any sort of doubt in your mind on any subject, you're not ready. Or at least you need to ask someone that knows what they're doing, like myself, to help you so that you will be ready before you spend any money. Because I guarantee you, I can save you a ton of money on skipping out on buying all these products that the supplement store is going to want you to buy and tell you that you need while you're on cycle, when most of the time it's not true. And also these over-the-counter PCTs, even the very few that actually have aromatase inhibitors in them that are slightly effective, they're still selling for like $50 or $60. You can get legitimate AIs and SERMs online through legitimate sources for half that price. So it doesn't make sense to spend twice as much money on a less effective product. I tell my customers and my clients all the time that I'm going to save you more money than what I charge for a Pro-hormone cycle plan or a legitimate cycle plan. I'm going to save you much more money than if you went out and tried to do it on your own by yourself. So please don't flip out when I tell you I do charge for these plans, because I spent the last 7 years doing research with myself, personal research, and a lot of book work, a lot of ups and downs when it comes to doing things right and wrong. So I've been there, done everything wrong, done everything right, and I've got all the knowledge that I need to do everything properly. So would you want $50 to maintain your health and get better results while on cycle, or go blow 3 times that on all these products that the salesman at the nutrition shop or whatever is going to sell you, and you're still going to do it wrong and you're still going to get side effects? I get guys that are stubborn, that refuse to pay me the $50 for the cycle plan, that come back after they already wasted $100, $200, $300 on other products, and when it's not working and they're getting side effects, then they come back to me and they apologize and they want my help, and then they're more than willing to pay the $50. Guys, I'm probably the least expensive coach out there right now, and I do it for a reason, because I don't feel it's fair to you guys to charge the hundreds and thousands of dollars that these other coaches are charging nowadays. I charge what I feel is for the amount of time that I put into each cycle plan, for what it's worth, for what I've had to go through to acquire the knowledge and everything like that. And I do have discount codes for most products, so I try to save you guys money. I give you my personal discount codes that I get to use sometimes only once. It's a one-time code or something. I give those to my clients majority of the time, so I'm trying my best to save you guys money and still be able to make a living. So I really appreciate it if you guys when you contact me, that you are serious, that there's serious inquiries. You're not just trying to get me to answer all your questions and basically write you out a whole cycle for free. Because I get guys that will do that. They'll email me and ask me questions here and there, and they'll try to get everything out of me without paying anything. Certain things I'll answer for free, little questions or something, but I'm not going to sit there and tell you exactly how to do a cycle and give you, what I mean? If it's going to take more than a minute or so, a couple minutes for me to have to explain something to you, that's time I could be devoting to another client. So that's taking away from someone who has decided to pay, to help you. You know, so small questions, you know, little things, little fitness tips, you know, I'm more than, you know, happy to answer for you guys. But when it comes to pertaining to, you know, cycle plans and stuff like that, I do charge, and like I said, it's, you know, $50 for a cycle plan, for a Pro-hormone plan, and then $100 for an actual cycle plan. You know, I also do peptides, chems, like clenbuterol, T3, if you guys are interested in, you know, cutting up for the summer. I do offer plans for those as well. Same price as a Pro-hormone plan, you know, $50. I have sources for all of those and everything. And with all my plans, once you purchase a plan, you'll get, you know, pretty much 24/7, you know, assistance from me during that cycle. You know, you can ask me questions, anything you want after, you know, about pertaining to the cycle once you purchased a plan. You know, it's not like I just give you the information and I'm done with you. I stick with you because I like to. I like to see you guys progress, and I like to be with you the whole way and try to get you the best results possible. So that way at the end, you know, I can feature your guys' hard work and your progress. You know, I can, you know, show it to other people, and, you know, the effort that you put in and the results that you're able to get out of it. So I'm there for your guys' results. So that's the end of the video, guys. You can follow me on Instagram at EEZ_PHYSIQ. You can email me at www.eez_PHYSIQ@yahoo.com for serious inquiries, questions. Make sure you like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and don't forget to leave your guys' comments in the comment section below with any questions about, you know, or any video ideas you guys have that you'd like me to make. A few that I'm trying to, you know, I'm thinking of doing here pretty soon is maybe a clean video, a T3 video, maybe an insulin video. There's still a few compounds I haven't gone over, so if anyone's interested in a certain compound, I'll try to make a video about the compound, what it is, you know. So go ahead and leave those comments below, and I'm out. Peace.